So do you have any evidence in terms and engineering that supports the dam removal had nothing to do with the flooding?
The main factors are having thick ice and a sudden rise in river flows, and this was a result of the recent snow melt. So we've actually had two of those events stacked on top of each other. So these are two separate but related ice jam events. You can look at history, and the Saint Regis River is full of history of ice jam events. And one of similar severity happened here in February of 1981, and this event behaved much in the same way. The main difference is that this year, instead of the ice jam clearing out, the temperatures went extremely cold and the jam froze in place. And that actually allowed ice to regrow upstream, and then a second jam occurred on top of the first one. So we're really talking about two events on top of each other.
And is there anything that you feel is important that you would like to express to the community regarding this conversation?
Well, as I've said, ice jams have happened in the past, and they've even occurred in worse conditions than this. And you know, we seem to think that we seem to forget that rivers can flood, and that ice jams can occur. And you know, we really need to think strategically about where homes are built and how they're built, because this type of event will happen again. We just can't know when. So the most important thing for community members, especially for people who live along the river, is to think about resiliency. If this event is to happen again in sometime future, you know, maybe it happens next year, or maybe it happens 40 or 50 years down the line. What can they do to prepare their property to be more resilient and resist these type of events? So that's a serious conversation that needs to happen, and you know, we need to think differently about how we plan development.
And is there any kind of significant change to water flow since the dam was removed?
Not really. Underneath the State Route 37 bridge, there's naturally occurring bedrock. That rise in elevation actually ponds water behind, upstream of the bridge. So removal of the Hogansburg Dam really only changed water levels by a couple feet. Most of that ponding effect is just natural conditions. Yo hane ka yo ani yo hane yo hane